Hey guys, welcome back to the TFSA Dividend Investing Challenge. Today I'm going to be going over my portfolio and giving you an update. But first, I want to address that the reason I haven't been uploading, and it's mostly because of school, but I also have been doing some other things as well that have been taking up some of my time. So I will be doing these monthly updates still, and after the school semester ends, which is mid-April or so, I will be uploading way more consistently, and I'm going to try and keep that schedule for as long as I can. Obviously, when school starts back up again in September, I'm not going to be able to upload as much as I would like to, but in the summertime, I should have some content coming for sure. Anyways, the goals of this channel, if you're new, is to get as much passive income and retire early. Essentially, that's the goal of my channel. And the thing, this portfolio is one thing that I'm doing to reach that goal. It's kind of there's many things that are needed to retire early. Obviously, passive income is definitely one of them. And in my opinion, dividend investing is the best way of generating passive income, or definitely the easiest way of getting true passive income. You literally buy a stock and it pays you for the rest of your life as long as they keep paying a dividend, right? If you're investing in good companies and they're going to keep paying dividends, you're getting basically paid the rest of your life for just investing some money. I'm never going to touch this money ever. I doubt it. Obviously, I might have to at some point if there's some unforeseen circumstances. I plan on never touching this money and getting paid the rest of my life from it. If you're new, again, I'm 18 years old, so my contribution limit right now is $12,000 in my TFSA. I'm doing $500 a month, which obviously equates to about $6,000 a year. So that that works with my contribution limit. If the contribution limit was 10,000, then I obviously just divide 10,000 by the number of months. So 10,000 divided by 12, and that's how much I'd be investing a month. And whatever the contribution limit is, I basically divide by 12 and then invest that much per month if I can afford it, obviously. Anyways, for a portfolio update, I've added a couple of shares of my positions, but I haven't actually added any new positions. So Algonquin Power, I have 42 shares and I'm up about 1.18%. Couche-Tard, I have 8 shares and I'm down about 0.3%. Brookfield, I have 4 shares and I'm down 4.56%. Bell Canada, I have 6 shares and I'm up 8.19%. CNR, I have 2 shares of and I'm up 8.29%. Canadian Utilities, I have 4 shares and I'm up 1.83%. Amera, I have 4 shares of and I'm up 2.7%. Enbridge, I have 6 shares and I'm up about 9.72%. Fortis, I have 7 shares and I'm up 3.9%. Manulife, I have 38 shares and I'm up 3.08%. Pizza, I have 10 shares and I'm up 14%. RioCan, I have 8 shares and I'm up 11.6%. Smart Centers, the Smart Center REIT, I have 8 shares of and I'm up about 5.3%. Suncor, I have 4 shares of and I'm up 16.7%. This has actually been my best performing stock percentage wise. Obviously, it's not the best, monetary wise, like the amount of money I actually received from it, but percentage wise of interest, like I actually have got the most from this, which is actually surprising considering I haven't held it very long. As you can see, over the last 3 months, it's up like almost 29% over the last 3 months, which is just ridiculous to be honest with you. And I'm very proud of how it's been performing, but I'm still dollar cost averaging $500 a month. A lot of people have been wondering why I don't do like $12,000 or $6,000, in January, and it's because of if the market crashes in January or crashes like after January, and then I can't invest anymore, right? So that's just the kind of logic behind that. Because I'd rather dollar cost average than risk doing that. And that is why I do $500 a month as opposed to doing a lump sum of $6,000 in January. And then TELUS, I have 18 shares of, and I'm up 14.5%. Another great stock for me so far. TD, I have 16 shares and I'm up $207 or 15.15%. I was up even more on this stock, but I can't complain for how it's performed. The finance sector has been doing pretty good, and TD has been killing it the last couple of months. Recently, it's dipped a little bit, but it's still been performing well for me. And then VFE, I'm down about 1.2% on about 4.25 shares. So that's an update on the portfolio, and now I'm going to get into the dividends I've received since the last update here. Just a quick reminder, if you guys can subscribe to the channel, it will be a great help. I'm trying to retire early, and I'm 18-year-old learning about investing. Learn along with me and subscribe if you guys are interested in that. I'm not an expert, and this is not financial advice. Nothing on this channel is financial advice. I'm just trying to be as transparent as possible with that. I'm learning, and I've learned a lot since I've been doing this channel. I listen to podcasts every night. I consume content all the time, and I'm learning every single day. Even in school, I'm taking business administration, so I learn it there as well, some stuff. And I consume lots of content about this stuff, and I'm trying to learn as much as possible. But definitely get your main content from other people besides me, because I'm not an expert in this. There's many smarter people out there than me, especially when it comes to this stuff. So just to be clear about that, and yeah, let's get into the dividend history here. So this is the spreadsheet I use just to track my portfolio a bit. Kind of, just shows me some statistics and metrics here. But what I really use is this. I track my dividends here as well. So obviously it shows the totals. And in February, I only got $5 from dividends because not as many companies paid me. Obviously, most companies pay quarterly dividends. Some pay monthly. So obviously the quarterly payers, usually most of them pay January, then 3 months they'll pay another again, and every 3 months they'll pay starting in January. Some companies like Amera will pay, they start in February for some reason. Whatever the reason may be, it doesn't really matter. They pay February, then in 3 months they'll pay again. So it's nice to have some of those payers as well, just so I do get paid in February, but it really doesn't matter. I don't really look at that's something I look at when I buy a stock at all. When they pay their dividend, I'll see if they pay quarterly or monthly, but it doesn't matter what month to me, to be honest, at all. And then in March so far, I got 4 dividends: Fortis, Canadian Utilities, Enbridge, and RioCan. So not much to say about that, to be honest. It's hard to say stuff because I've been doing this for so little, right? It's hard. You can't really see the improvement yet. Once you get to 2023 and 2024, hopefully I'll see the growth. But right now, obviously I gained money from last February because I wasn't even old enough to invest last February. I was still 17, right? So you're going to see the improvement hopefully when I get to November and December and October. Those, you'll obviously see improvement there, but it'll take a couple of years for this to actually, show the improvement that I've been gaining in this TFSA. And then going over the tracker dividends here, the main thing I use for this is just to see my total dividend yield of my portfolio. Everything is pretty much wrong here. My average cost is all wrong for these. The only thing that's right is pretty much the share price and the current price of the stock, right? So this is how much I have for the shares. This is the total number of shares I have in my portfolio. I did update this, and essentially, I just basically want to see my dividend yield for my portfolio. I always aim for a 4% dividend yield. Right now, I've fallen a bit under, so I might buy some higher dividends paying stocks such as Enbridge, Algonquin Power, Bell. I might buy some of those just to try and get that yield up a little bit to around 4%, which is my target yield. I also use this to look at the upcoming dividends. So March is not going to be a big paying month, again, like February. I was supposed to get a Suncor dividend. However, I believe I didn't invest in the company in time to be eligible for this dividend, which is why I did not receive it on March 3rd. But on March 25th, it looks like I'm going to be getting, let's see if this makes sense here. I already got the RioCan dividend, so I'm not sure why it says this. Sometimes it's not too accurate, I've found, but I still have the Smart Center and Pizza dividend. And then March as well, I get CNR and VFE, so that's pretty nice. And April is going to be a big month, as I'm expected to get about $37 in April, so that's going to be a nice chunk of change there. And $8 is my lowest month that I'm expected to get. So March is going to be probably the worst. Well, February is going to be the worst month, but March is going to be probably the second worst month this year in 2022, as January was good, and then these 2 months are going to be a bit slow, and then April will be good, and then the next 2 months will be a bit slower after that. But anyways, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thanks for watching. I'll try to upload a bit more consistently to the channel, and thanks for watching.